Bienvenido, welcome. We are so glad you're here. My name is Chris Ludva. I'm the director of Kalamazoo Choral Arts. And we are so excited to celebrate the music, the people, the beauty, the culture of Latin America tonight. And let me say this on a metaphorical and the most sincere level possible. You belong here. Thank you for being here tonight. In the spirit of being fully present, would you join me in taking out your phone? Now, put it in do not disturb mode. Because even though we're going to be rocking out up here, there are some moments that are quiet. And this is a gift to yourself to just let go of this for a little while. Whatever comes up on your phone while it's in do not disturb mode will be there in an hour and 15 minutes when we're done. So treat yourself to this. If you got an Apple Watch, same thing. You know, it can still buzz and you're like tapping away. Speaking of great big thanks and great big love, I want to give a shout out to our host tonight, Deanna Roberts. Deanna is the principal here. Give it up. Where are you, Deanna? Such a joy for me because Ms. Roberts was my son Elliot's 4th grade teacher during COVID time, so there's a special place in heaven for her. And now she is the principal of this amazing school. Ms. Roberts, let us all say to you, thank you for what you do, not just hosting us here, but every day with these kids. We so appreciate what you and the teachers here do. So that was our first piece. That comes from Puerto Rico. Flag prominently displayed in front of me here. It's called Ábreme la Puerta. It's actually a Christmas song. And what is happening in that song is they're saying, open the door. Because this merry band of revelers, who might or may not be imbibing of various liquids and food, are going house to house to house and asking for sustenance for their journey. And so this is a really wonderful, fun Puerto Rican tradition that this song speaks of. From there, we're going to move very far south into Argentina, all the way down to the tip of the country. Ariel Ramirez, 1967, wrote this next piece. And what he wanted to do was to make sure that the indigenous rhythms and melodies of Argentina were represented. He was a classical musician, and he didn't feel like that was happening. And so he went out into these various communities and listened to and talked with and interacted with and pulled these different pieces together into a 15-minute beautiful mass that features a tenor soloist. There are 5 movements. You'll see them up here on the screen as we get going. If on this particular piece, if you can hold your applause till after the 5th movement when we sing Grant Us Your Peace, and then you'll get the full sort of sacred experience of that. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of other moments in the program for you to dance and have fun, just to create a really serene environment for this piece. So we've got a terrific soloist for this, Colombian-born American. Would you please help me welcome Hector Salazar.
Cristo. Señor Dios, Cordero de Dios, Hijo del Padre, tú que quitas los pecados del mundo, ten piedad de nosotros. Que quitan los pecados del mundo, tierra de tu gloria. Osana en las alturas. Osana en las alturas. Cordero de Dios, que quitas los pecados del mundo. Ten compasión de nosotros. Cordero de Dios, que quitas los pecados del mundo. Ten compasión de nosotros. Cordero de Dios, que quitas los pecados del mundo.
So it's always hard to figure out a transition from something that serene and that beautiful into something else, but we're going to try it anyway. So this next piece features Jormili Garcia Quartet. I first saw Jormili perform, I think it was 2 years ago, with a guy named Santino Jones at the Clover Room. And then we ended up hiring Santino for something, and kind of we're tracking what was happening with Jormili. She came to Western Michigan, as so many do, as a freshman. I guess everybody does as a freshman, really. Anyway, she is both involved in Gold Company as well as chorale. She's a choral music ed person, so she's kind of cut from our same fabric. She also was one of, I believe, the youngest people to be hired by the Jason Max Ferdinand Singers, which is a professional touring ensemble that goes all over the world. She was hired by them to join the group, and interesting story, her teacher, Cindy Ellis, was a teacher in Miami, Florida, and so passing along that sort of beautiful tradition of choral music education from one person to the other, she certainly passed a bunch of ideas and thoughts on to Jormili, but as you'll see soon, she's a tremendous, formidable talent. Now, before we get to hearing the band on a couple of numbers, I want to give you some permission here, okay? I want to give you liberty. So this music is meant to be danced to. It is meant to be felt here and here and here and all the places, and you should enjoy that feeling. It's really great. So if you feel like it, I know sometimes in the Midwest we're like the theater is a space where we sit and we don't talk. This is not this space, okay? So to really feel authentic in this, if you feel like it, jump up, dance, whatever, have a great time in the aisles. Don't worry about it. If that's not your jam, that's okay too. But please know that we are not judging anybody, and we just want you to all experience this in your most authentic way. So, without further ado, please give it up for Jormili Garcia.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Y quizás que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Quizás que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you to Chris Ludwell for having me out here. Now that we have you a little bit sleepy, I can promise you that the rest of my songs are going to be fast, and you are so welcome to dance, okay? That was it. That was it for the night. You got your sleepy song, and now we're going to get partying, okay? This next song, you might see in your programs that I'm going to sing 2 more songs, but actually I'm going to leave you with 1 more so we can leave all the Cuban songs to the end, and it'll just be a mashup and it'll be a party. But this next one is a party of its own, and this is called La Rebelión by Joe Arroyo, and he's from Colombia, and it's a crazy, crazy hard arrangement, and I just love performing this whenever, so it's definitely one of my favorites. Here is La Rebelión. Oh, I forgot. I have a little thing that Joe Arroyo started. Quiero contarle a mi hermano un pedacito de la historia negra, la historia nuestra, caballero. Y dice así, en los años 1600, cuando el tirano mandó, las calles de Cartagena, aquella historia vivió. Cuando aquí llegaban estos africanos en cadena, besaban mi tierra, esclavitud perpetua. Un matrimonio africano, esclavos de un español. Él les daba muy maltrato y a su negra se pegó. Y fue ahí, se reveló el negro guapo, como venganza por su amor, y aún se I'll show you. Pretty easy. Just right, yeah, left. Así mismo. Hey. No le pegue a la negra. No, 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 no. No le pegue a mi negra, no le pegue a mi negra, no le pegue a mi negra. No le pegue a mi negra, que no le pegue a mi negra, que no le pegue a mi negra, que no, no, no le pegue a la negra. Can you repeat after me? No le pegue a la negra. Right there. No le pegue a la negra. I don't hear you. No le pegue a la negra. Sing it with me. Here, no pegue a la negra. And wait, 2, 3, 4. No le pegue. Can you sing that while I sing over you? No le pegue a la negra. Hey, que se escucha en la verja. No, 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 no le pegue a la negra. Que no le pegue a mi negra, 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 que no, no, no. Que no le pegue, que no le pegue, que no le pegue, que no le pegue, que no le que no, 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 no. Que no, 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 no. Que no, 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 no. Que no, 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 no. Take us out, Nick. Hey. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so, so much. There'll be more of this later. We're gonna give you a lot more Cuban music and a lot more music for you to dance to. Thank you for having me and thank you for listening to this music I love so much.
We move now to the island nation of Haiti. Quite close, of course, to Cuba. It's a foreshadowing of what's to come. Haiti, of course, has been under brutal oppression for many, many years. First with the French, and then with the United States. And I think it's a really, really palpable and tragic example of what does happen when we colonize, when we go into a space and say, we know better than you what you know. This piece, however, is called Wangol, and it's a piece of resistance. It comes from the Voodoo tradition. The Voodoo tradition came over from West Africa into Haiti, and essentially the tradition, much maligned by the media, it's a syncretic religion, so it draws on many different sources, but it's really all about harmony and love and respect for the ancestors. We sing it tonight, not claiming it as our own, but out of honoring the people of Haiti and hoping that one day they might be able to rule in peace under their own law. This is called Wangol.
Wangolo, ale.
When I was rehearsing the narrations, I didn't factor in the dancing. Okay, now we head to Mexico. One of the greatest poets, Spanish-American poet, the first to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, Gabriela Mistral. Incredible, incredible. Is she Chilean? Was Chile? Goodness. Sorry. Still an amazing poet, though. She was a huge, staunch advocate for the oppressed, for women, for Jews, for people that were under the thumb of oppression. And this poem, Canto que Amabas, is just beautiful. And we'll sing it for you now. If you know the Spanish, you'll hear the lyrics. For those of you that don't know the Spanish, you'll see the translation up above.
Ami, ami, ami.
Many of you may be old enough to remember the Glenn Miller Orchestra. How many? A couple of you? Oh, you remember people talking about it at least? Glenn Miller Orchestra was a big band, toured all over the country, and one of the tunes that he came up with, well, somebody else wrote and then he made popular, was this song called I Got a Gal in Kalamazoo. And it doesn't get a whole lot of play anymore, probably hasn't in 20, 30, 40 years maybe. You can buy a candle at the Kalamazoo Candle Company called I Got a Gal. I think you can see an exhibit at the Kalamazoo Valley Museum on it. But we thought for this concert tonight, how fun to start a new arrangement of it in more of a Latin American feel. So this is the world premiere of a new arrangement College Singers will debut of I Got a Gal in Kalamazoo. Will you all help me welcome back to the stage, Jormily Garcia. It's a log jam of choristers.
I'm back. Thank you so much. These next two songs, we're gonna do a mashup of Gloria Estefan. She is one of my favorite performers in the world, and I've had the grace of the Lord to sing with her on multiple occasions, so I hope that I'm doing her justice. This is Mi Tierra en Tu Conga.
Ese grito de los tambores y los timbales al cumbancha.
the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Now is the time to get up on your feet. This is not church, but stand if you are able and dance. Let your body feel the heat. Don't you worry if you can't dance. Let the music move your feet. It's the rhythm of the island, and like sugar cane so sweet. If you want to do the conga, you've got to listen to the beat. What a band! Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting strong. Don't you fight it till you try to do the conga beat. What you got? Once the music hits your system, there's no way you're gonna stop. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting strong. Don't you fight it till you try to do the conga beat. If you don't know how to dance, well now you know. It's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then add whatever flair you want. As long as you feel it in your bones, you're doing it right. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting strong. Don't you fight it till you try to do the conga. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting strong. Don't you fight it till you try to do the conga. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga. Thank you for being my dancers. Don't sit down just yet. This is Bemba Colorada by Celia Cruz. Pa' mí tú no eres nada, tú tienes la bemba colorada. Oye, pa' mí tú no eres nada, que tú tienes la bemba colorada. Canta tu rumba, canta tu son, tu guarachita y tu danzón. Ay, pa' mí tú no eres nada, que tú tienes la bemba colorada. Hey! This one's a little bit fast, so just try to move however you can. Pa' mí tú no eres nada, que tú tienes la bemba colorada. Oye, pa' mí que tú no eres nada, que tú tienes la bemba colorada. Y canta tu rumba, canta tu son, tu guarachita y tu danzón. Ay, pa' mí tú no eres
cómo te creció la bemba. Ay, colora, 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 ay, colora, ay, colora. Ay, colora, que como tú tienes la bemba. Ay, cómo te creció la bemba. Ay, colora, 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 bemba, colora, no, 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 colora, 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 bemba, colora, colora, bemba, colora,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What an amazing band, am I right?
Give it up one more time for Jormidi Garcia Quartet. Nick, Donovan, Rowan, and sitting in, Carolyn Keeble. Killed it. All right, y'all, let's get a groove going here as we close up the evening for a big finale for you. Take it away, band. We got a few thank yous to do while folks are getting to the stage. First of all, no good show happens without fantastic tech people working behind the scenes. So I want to give it up to Gordon, our sound man tonight. Thank you, Gordon. We have staff here from Chenery, Neil and Adam. Thank you for making the lighting and everything else happen so well. We appreciate you. Thanks you, Miss Roberts, for hosting us here at Lincoln International School. A couple of other things we want to make you aware of. December 7th is our next concert. It is a holiday concert, a great way to start your season. It's at 4 o'clock in Stetson Chapel on the K campus. 2 days later, we're going to be doing a caroling and cocktails thing down at Shakespeare. So if you want to come out and try singing with us, no pressure. Just come and have a drink, and we'll do some caroling together with a band. In January, we'll be doing a cabaret, community cabaret, with the most diverse, amazing cast of singers from around Kalamazoo you've ever seen on one stage at Bell's. Join us for that, middle of January. We're doing Carmina Burana then in February with Pierre and Sophie van der Westhuizen as the duo on that. And then we close our season with Considering Matthew Shepard. This is the time, if you want to get your phone out again, you can. It's a great thing to tape this finale. If now you're also in the moment, you don't want to, I see that, that's fine. But when you get home, turn your phone back on. Go to Instagram or Facebook, like or follow Kalamazoo Choral Arts. It really does make a difference. And it's way better than doom scrolling, right? Hey, there we go, okay. This next piece we're going to end with tonight is called Temporal. It is a Puerto Rican piece. So we started and end with Puerto Rico. Bridge here. This piece is about a hurricane, right? The people of Puerto Rico have seen much over the years, and they continue to be an amazing, resilient folk. And so this piece really pays tribute to them and their resilience. We just ask tonight, as you leave here tonight, that you find ways to make your neighbors your friends. Honor them, pay tribute to their music, their culture, love them. We appreciate you being here tonight. This is Temporal. Give it up for Jormy Lee Garcia tonight. Our tenor soloist, Hector Camacho Salazar. On piano, Nick Birchler. On the bass, Donovan Houston. Playing percussion tonight, Rowan Marr. And no stranger to the percussion stage, Carolyn Keeble over here. We thank you all so much for being here tonight. We're gonna take this back, y'all, to a place where I can figure out where we are. How about page 11, which is Temporal, bar 70, back to the head. 1, 2, ready, hey! Temporal, temporal.